Hey, what's going on, guys? It is your good friend Matt. We're back again here today at the only place that we always can be. And as you already know, that is Matt's Wrestling Collectibles right here on YouTube. Today, we're back again with another episode of New Figure Pickups. This is episode 72. Crazy to think, 72 episodes. Here we are, episode 72. It's going to be a quick one. It's going to still be a good one at that, but we're going to episode 72 on the way here today, and we're going to start it right off and get right into it. And before we do that, I do just want to say thank you so much, guys, each and every single one of you, for supporting this channel and being here for 72 episodes of New Figure Pickups. Whether it's your first, whether it's your 72nd, you are here with me, and that's great, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. As I've already said, if you're seeing this before or after it, I don't know how it will drop, but hopefully that 2,000 subscriber video is out there. We're going to do that 2,000 sub video. Big thank you to all of you, and we're going to put an item up for a giveaway, potential free giveaway. All you're going to have to do is just enter very simply. We're going to put the information to all of that in that video. So if you haven't already seen that, make sure you check it out, the 2,000 plus subscriber video. And a big thank you to all of you for being here. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with AEW. It's the only AEW figure that we have that is in this video, and we're going to start right off with her. Here it is, none other. She is Willow Nightingale, and I was very excited to get this. Not easy to find. Saw this series already in 3 different stores. Could not find her. Between her and I can't remember what the other one was. There's one other figure in this set that's going right off. Oh, well, Swerve Strickland. That's the other one that I could not get. Thankfully, we already do have his figure from his previous series, but he was MIA there. They did have the rest of the set. It was like Christian, Killswitch, which was also, known as Luchasaurus. So Killswitch, Luchasaurus there. They had Edge. They had I think Ricky Starks. I can't remember who else was in it. I think that should be it. But they had everybody else. So grabbed this ringside. Like I said, they were having a sale, and couldn't pass up on putting her in the collection before possibly not being able to find her at all. Once these are gone, once they stay sold out, it is very tough to get them back. So without paying crazy, ridiculous money, basically paid retail for this off of ringside, which was great. Willow Nightingale coming out of the Unrivaled Series 17. Crazy to think, 17 series of Unrivaled, and just very impressive. Glad to see AEW, still moving forward. Hopefully things will get better as time goes on. They are, a great company. I do enjoy a lot of what they do, and teach their own. There's times where I'm not a fan of some of the stuff that goes on, but it's the same thing with WWE. You got to find that happy medium somewhere. So excited to add this to the collection. Willow Nightingale, excuse me, guys, in the AEW Series 17 here from Unrivaled. Up next, we're going to do something else that we don't normally do, and that is going to be a basic or main event figure. And we got none other than first time in the line. It is Duke Hudson representing Chase University. And very excited to add this one as well because we got to build those factions. So this is the first figure that I now have for Chase University. So unfortunately, a couple of them that we probably won't see. Maybe we might have to make a couple of customs, but very excited to add this one. We're going to get Andre Chase next, hopefully, and we still are on the search for a few more. So hopefully we'll be able to find those a little bit easier than what it's been for some of them lately anyway. And with this, I am surprised. Okay, I thought the new articulation on these allowed for the biceps to turn again, kind of like they did back when they first started the basic series, which is crazy to think, that they had the articulation in the arms there. It was a great little piece that made some basics, so much more than just a basic figure, which is awesome. But either way, this is very cool. I don't think it'll ever see, it'll never see the actual air. It'll never see being out of this plastic prison, but maybe, who knows? I don't want to say never, but more than likely it will stay locked away in this plastic prison. None other than Duke Hudson coming out of, like I said, Chase U. Oh, I can't wait to get that whole faction complete. That's going to be fun. It's so many to complete between the Bloodline and NWO and DX, and there's just so much to keep putting into these factions, which is great, and I love that. So, up next, we got Series 117. It is Grayson Waller, and he comes with that brand new SmackDown Tag Team Championship. I love that. I absolutely love this new design, bringing back that old style look with a new style flair. it's an amazing figure all the way around because his first figure, his first time in the line figure, very similar. But, you know, now we got a little bit of a smiling, maybe sarcastic smile, almost like a menacing smile on Grayson Waller, as his last one had that that other head scan there, almost to the same thing that we see on the package. That more I don't know what you call that smug look. That's something there. It's you know, giving a little bit of that back talk, giving him that lip. So. But Grayson Waller here looking great. And as always, excited to add this for the reason that it is a WrestleMania attire. So that is great. Hopefully we will see the Austin Theory that comes with it soon enough and go from there. But Grayson Waller, Elite 117. Let's see here. Let's see. What do we got? Let's go back to Elite 117. It is none other than Mommy's home. It's Rhea Ripley, Elite 117. A great figure here as well. And this one, great in the sense that we're finally seeing, I think, a better mold and a better formula for Rhea Ripley. I think this one works out fantastic. I really would love to get her Ultimate Edition figure as well, because I do want that ring. As much as we don't need another wrestling ring in the collection, I definitely do want that ring as well as the Rhea, so that might be somewhat down the road, hopefully soon. Or actually, you know what? I think I may even buy that ring and the Nitro ring with Eric Bischoff probably in the same purchase, because I'm just waiting for those to both wind up in a sale at some point down the road. I'm sure they will, especially if we see them having both of those going into Christmas this year. I'm sure we will see those up for sale, whether that's Black Friday, Christmas, whatever it may be. And oh man, I'll tell you, I'm getting like chills going through my body even just thinking about that time of year coming in again. You know, it's like, as much as I love it and I hate it, and I love the summer and I hate the summer, you know, it's a little bit of whatever up here in New England. So, but Mommy is definitely back. Mommy is home. Rhea Ripley 117. She is in the collection, and I'm just, like I said, excited to add this one. I wish I kept her kind of beginning of the Judgment Day Elite. I don't know why I got rid of that, but it is what it is. Either way, Rhea Ripley, so happy to add her back into the collection yet again. We also need her white attire. That was a WrestleMania attire, I believe. If not WrestleMania, it was something leading up to WrestleMania. It might have been Royal Rumble. I don't know. I definitely need that attire as well. I saw that a little while back, but I passed on it, and now kind of regretting that one, unfortunately. Up next, we got Elite Greatest Hits. It's Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio here. This one is one that, again, means a lot to me, because in this Greatest Hits series, and even in the From the Vault series, and you know, this is where we can kind of decipher some stuff here, or kind of, you know, separate some things here. This Rey Mysterio was one that I had originally when it came out the first time around, so to be able to have this here again and not have to pay an insane, you know, aftermarket price to find him in that original attire, I love these. That's what I think is great about the Greatest Hits series. But this is where I think certain things should make sense. I think when a From the Vault figure is created or produced or put out, I think the From the Vault series really should be figures that are very hard to find, ones that were expensive, ones that, you know, you're paying for if you're going to go on eBay and buy it on that aftermarket price. Like, again, the Shawn Michaels, the Triple H, the Hornswoggle in that DX set, the SNES CM Punk, or the SES, I'm sorry, the Straight Edge Society, SNES, yeah, we're talking about the Super Nintendo now. The SES Punk, that one for sure. This Kane, that was, you know, the hardcore title, ringside exclusive way back in the day. That one was, again, super expensive. But then you have guys like, unfortunately, they put John Cone into the From the Vault series, and it's like, does he belong in the From the Vault series? I don't think so. I think he would have been somebody that you could have put in the Greatest Hits series. That would have made more sense. And, you know, like this Rey Greatest Hits, perfect. Could it have been a From the Vault? It could have been, because it is a older figure. Is the value on it ridiculous? No, I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying maybe that it's not just a price point thing and also a timeline thing. You know, you kind of have to take both of those factors into play. But this Rey Mysterio, being in Greatest Hits or From the Vault, I think it would have fit either way. I think it's a little bit better in the Greatest Hits. But again, Greatest Hits allow us to get back some of the figures that we really did miss out on, or maybe had and gotten rid of, like myself, and now we're getting them again. So, Rey Mysterio, Greatest Hits Elite. Very happy to add that one to the collection as well. And Speaking of referees, we're going to wrap this one up where I think we could have done a reversal. I think we could have put the John Cone referee figure in the greatest hits line, and I think we could have put this Batista referee figure in the From the Vault, because this figure here, I believe this was Elite Series 2 or 3. So to be able to have this Batista again, how awesome that is, how great it is with some updates. I'm excited for this one beyond belief. The attire as well. We're going to open this up at some point. We're going to display the referee shirt probably off to the left side of him so you can see the attire that he is wearing underneath. So I'm looking forward to doing that in the near future. But again, I think the John Cone could have been sitting in this greatest hits series. And again, a tough one, because then it's like, well, greatest hits are figures that already came out, but From the Vault is also figures that have already come out. So it's like John Cone was a Build-A-Figure. I don't know how how you want to spin that. Like I said, the debate of greatest hits and From the Vault and these figures could go on and on and on, especially with the initial talk of re-release. So we're not going to get into that here today. We already have done a video on that prior. We could probably do another video on that in the future. Who knows? Maybe we will. Sound off in the comments below. Let me know. Do you want me to do another video on the difference between re-release, From the Vault, greatest hits, and all the stuff in between? Let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely get around to doing that. But here today, like I said, we could have had a little switcheroo. Either way, Batista, Elite Greatest Hits. Very happy to add this one to the collection, as well as this is now, I don't even know. This might be the... this might be like the 4th or 5th Batista that we have in the collection now. So I'm very, happy to build up those Batista attires and different looks from him. The animal was always one of my favorites back in the day. So very excited to always see new figures of him. And it's just, how else can you go about it? You're talking about a guy who was an absolute trailblazer and pioneer in his own right. Batista was, one of the big men in that time frame when it was still very ruthless aggression, end of the Attitude Era, muscular base. It was a big thing then, and we had guys like him and Randy Orton and John Cena and so many more that were leading the pack at the time. And I think when you look back at that era, that very short window, if you will, it was a great time to be a wrestling fan. I mean, Batista was just a larger-than-life presence in that ring, and we thought that he could do anything at one point. I mean, there was some matches he lost back in the day that I was very upset about when those matches came to an end. And here we go. This one right here, guest referee on October 13th, 2008, very close to my birthday. So how cool is that, right? And on an episode of Raw. And again, just, Batista, great talent and an amazing superstar in the sport, and larger than life all the way around. But the reason why I turned this box around was to look at this greatest hits, and we already have the Usos. We now have the Batista, the Rey, the Ron Simmons. I do want to get that Undertaker. I don't really care to get the Hogan. I don't really care to get the Seth Rollins, but it is a great set of greatest hits, that is for sure. So this Batista here, though, like I said, it's series 2 or 3 from the Elite series. How great is that to have something that way back to us yet again? It's awesome. I hope we see some possible re-releases from series 1. I know that sounds crazy. Some people might think this is nuts, but hey, I'd love to see that CM Punk all over again. I'd love to see that Rey Mysterio all over again. Who knows? We will have to just see what Mattel brings to us down the road, but we have so much coming next week. Around this time, we will know a whole lot more. So, as always, guys, another episode of New Figure Pickups in the books. It's episode 72. If you've been with me for 72 episodes, I appreciate each and every single one of you for giving me your time, your support, and being on this channel. If this is your first episode, hey, I appreciate you for watching this, checking it out, and we do this all the time on the channel. It's one of my favorite videos to do, so make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon if you want to see me each and every day, because you already know we are dropping videos each and every single day, whether that is the shorts, the clips, the new figure pickups, the in-store hunts, the unboxing and reviews, all of that great stuff, and much more. It is here on the channel, so make sure you check that out. Like I said, subscribe today, and also get over to our Facebook page. Check that out, like the main page, get over to the group page and join that, as we have both of those up on Facebook. And as always, guys, thank you for being with me for another episode of New Figure Pickups. I haven't said it 100 times, right? I'm going to say it 100 more, but I appreciate each and every single one of you. And until the very next one that we do, until the next video, stay safe, stay tuned, and I will see you all there.